All right, stock ticker symbol INNL requested over here on Investors Hangout right now at $2.05. Just like I said, $2.05 right now. We looked at this one on the 5th, which you guys had that big red candle up here after that gap up. I said hold could start pulling back to the $1.65. Of course, that has changed now. Keep that in mind. That has changed a little bit, obviously, because of the moving averages have changed. Okay, keep that in mind. These moving averages have changed, which kind of changes those support and resistance levels. That's why that happened. So I said $2.24 could start pulling back to the $1.65, gap at $1.82. And $2.24, it looks like it partially filled that gap. Supported $1.65 and $1.31. That's going to be following up under there on the simple day moving averages. Again, the last time that we went through this one together, it was going to be on 315. We're going to look at it again now. My personal opinion with the volume has dropped off quite a bit here. I still believe that it's going to come back down here to the $1.82 area. That $1.82, let me see where the open was and the high. Let's see the close. Yeah, $1.82. My personal opinion is that it's going to fill that. It's getting the gap now. The gap has actually closed up a little bit, so it's not going to be as bad. But either way, you guys have the gap now between the $1.93 and the $1.82. I still believe that it's going to come down to the $1.82. So watch for that bounce. Again, if you take this and draw this line up here, you're going to have that right there. Just pretend that that's the way that this 10-day simple moving average is going to go. Watch for this to possibly pull back down to it and then bounce off of that. It's all going to depend what happens here with the 10-day simple moving average. We'll hand this off to Joe and see what he can add to it.
Yeah, so I'm looking over this latest press release that they had. It was Gurnett Point LP enters into agreement to acquire Innocoll Holdings PLC. So that was on the 4th. So Gurnett Point LP, a healthcare investment fund, and Innocoll Holdings PLC, a global pharmaceutical and medical device company, on April 4th announced that they have reached an agreement on the terms of a recommended offer. Under the recommended offer, Gurnett Point will acquire Innocoll for $1.75 per share in cash and up to $4.90 in cash from a contingent value right, CVR, for a total potential per share value of up to $6.65, or up to an approximately $209 million in aggregate. The initial cash consideration of $1.75 represents a premium of approximately 120% to the closing price per Innocoll share on March 10, 2017, the last dealing day prior to the date on which the anomalous movement in Innocoll's shares commenced, and a premium of approximately 28% to the closing price per Innocoll share on March 15, 2017, the day prior to Innocoll initiating the commencement of the offer period. So during the offer period, government plans to provide the term loan of $10 million to give Innocoll additional resources needed for the continued development of Exaracola. I'm not really sure if I'm pronouncing it right, if the X is like, silent. So Arcol within the post-operative pain management, pain market. Icola believes that the loan will provide it with the additional capital needed to prepare for the resubmission of the Xcol new drug application, NDA, to the U.S. Federal Drug Administration in order to achieve a milestone related to the CVR. So the transaction builds on government's point strategy of investing in life science, medical technology, and health service companies. Since its initial NASDAQ public offering in 2014, Innocoll has leveraged its proprietary collagen-based technology to successfully complete 2 phase 3 studies for Axicol or Aerocol, Innocoll's late-stage surgical, implantable, and bioresorbable collagen matrix. Aerocol was developed to provide sustained post-operative pain relief through controlled delivery of bupivacaine at the surgical site. Let's see. Icola noted that the board had explored a sale of the company to achieve its goal of bringing Axicol or Aerocol to market, as well as keeping the company independent and funding the over $100 million required to fund operations through 2019 from raising equity or debt. The go-it-alone option was dismissed due to the potential for significant shareholder dilution and execution risk. The potential license of Innocoll in the United States was also investigated, but no suitable partner has been found. So they basically go on to tell you why they did what they did and where they're going and everything else. So it's what day was this right here? So Innocoll had expected to receive FDA approval of Innocoll this year. And then on December 29th, 2016, Innocoll announced that it had received a refusal to file letter from the FDA for Innocoll. Among other points, the FDA indicated that Innocoll should be characterized as a drug device combination product, and that additional clinical and non-clinical information at Innocoll may be required. To provide this information, Innocoll proposes to conduct an additional short-term pharmacokinetic study in several short-term non-clinical toxology and biocompatibility studies. So it's more or less that. So if the resubmitted NDA is accepted by the FDA, thereby allowing Innocoll to ultimately be approved, the Innocoll directors believe that Innocoll could be in a position to commercialize Innocoll by the end of 2018. So, I mean, just from reading this right here, I'm guessing that Gurnett Point LP obviously wants this company for this product right here, the Innocoll. That's basically what it comes down to. So, and then there's all these, Gurnett things within this agreement. So I don't know what's going to happen. If any of you guys, I'd have to obviously look into more, more into the company to see like what will happen if this goes through, if they enters into the agreement to acquire it. So now is Gunpoint LP going to be publicly traded now under, Innocoll Holdings, ticker and stuff? I don't know. See, that's basically where you got to start doing that due diligence. So, because I don't see anything in here in regards to that. Or maybe it does, but I'd have to go and keep reading through it. So it's here. I just got to find it. But you know how it goes on the timing. So if you want to continue researching more and discover more on what's going to happen, what's going to transpire within this actual transaction, just go right over to the INNL board on Investors Hangout. From there, you'll see this latest press release from the April 4th, 2017. And then if you have an opinion, feel free to share it with the tens of thousands of like-minded investors that we have using the site daily by posting right over on that board.
That's right. INNL, $2.05, gap at 93, $1.93, $1.82. There is a smaller one down here as well, $1.28, $1.31. Right now I'm watching how this one plays out, but I do want to mark that one as well. I just noticed that one, but starting to fill this gap. Watch for the bounce off the 10-day simple moving average as this one creeps up, $1.77, which is where it's currently at right now. Resistance at 205 and 245, support at $1.82 and $1.77. I know those are close together, but that's where the gap is, and more than likely where that 10-day is going to come up. $1.47 is going to follow up under that with the 20-day. Again, could it explode from here? Absolutely, it could. Just keep that in mind. I mean, it could go both ways, but right now with that volume dropping off, I personally believe the gap's going to fill. So INNL, if you follow this one, I definitely encourage you to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already, and make sure you share this video. Get out there and share this video on different social networks and different stock message boards and stock forums. We would appreciate that. If you have a hot stock you'd like to share with us as well, let us know about it over on investorshangout.com/live.